स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः Hare Krishna, thank you all for joining today. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
Please repeat. Sada Sevya, Sada Sevya.
सदा सेव्य सदा सेव्य.
Srimad Bhagavati Katha.
श्रीमद्भागवती कथा.
यस्य श्रवणमात्रेण हरिश्चित्तं समाश्रयेत्. Wonderful. We are in the third chapter. Suta Goswami has very clearly said that there are so many avatars of the Supreme Lord and yet they all come from one avatari. Right? And verse 28 told us very clearly who that avatari is. How many of you put in some effort to learn verse number 28? Yes, Chatrali, very good girl. Please bolo. My first good student of the new year. Bolo.
एते चांशकला पुंस कृष्णस्तु भगवान् स्वयं इन्द्रारि व्याकुलं लोकं मृडयन्ति युगे युगे.
Wow, perfect. Kavita, yes.
एते चांशकला पुंस कृष्णस्तु भगवान् स्वयं इन्द्रारि व्याकुलं लोकं मृडयन्ति युगे.
Fantastic, fantastic. So new year resolution, we're all going to be very, very good students. We're going to make a sincere effort to learn the verses. You know what's very interesting is some of you have joined that group where we're reading one chapter a day, right? And now I realize कि यार English के translations पढ़ने में इतना मज़ा नहीं आता, लेकिन wherever you know the shlok, where you're familiar with the shlok and you go back to reading that, इतना ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है, right? So please make the effort to connect with that Sanskrit shlok. Okay, of course the translation is very deep, very profound, लेकिन जितना मीठा वो संस्कृत में है ना, वो उतना मीठा इंग्लिश में नहीं आता. Okay,
वो इसलिए मेरा थोड़ा स्लो हो जाता है, because even though we said we read only translation, I'm making an effort to read the Sanskrit, learn that.
good girl, good girl. See, translation is the minimum requirement कि उतना कर लो. Let's do one read of the Bhagavad. Okay, see, because we've read the Bhagavad Gita so many times now, there's a lot of familiarity, right? So our aim should be पहले 5 बार तो translation पढ़ ले, right? धीरे धीरे familiarity आएगी, and we're talking of too many verses, right? So let's do whatever is the best that we can, but let's stick to that regime of 1 chapter a day. Okay, all right. So Krishna's tu Bhagwan Swayam, but Krishna, you've taken so many avatars, and all these avatars have one common goal, and that is Mrudayanti, to give everybody joy. Okay, to take us away from the distress of this material world. So after saying that, we heard Suta Goswami give us a Falashruti. Ki if you want to become free from all these sorrows, then सुबह शाम एक काम करो, बड़े भक्ति के साथ भगवान के नाम का चांटिंग करो, राइट? भगवान की लीलाओं के बारे में चांटिंग करो, एंड यू विल बी फ्री फ्रॉम ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ मिजरीज ऑफ दिस मटीरियल वर्ल्ड. ओके, सो now Suta Goswami has continued talking about the avatars, and he says, ki look, I want you to understand one thing, ki whatever avatar God has taken in this world, every single avatar is completely spiritual. None of the avatars are material. The Lord never gets contaminated with this material world and material lok ke 3 gun. Okay, so that's what he tells us in the 30th verse. Please repeat. Etad rupam bhagavato
एतत् रूपं भगवतो
ह्यरूपस्य चिदात्मनः
रूपस्य चिरात्मनः
माया गुणैर्विरचितम्
मायागुणैर्विरचितं
महद् आदिभिरात्मनि.
महदादिभिरात्मनि.
कविता?
The conception of the Virat, universal form of the Lord, as appearing in the material world is imaginary. It is to enable the less intelligent and neophytes to adjust to the idea of the Lord having form. But factually, the Lord has no material form.
Okay, the Lord has no material form. Etad rupam bhagavato, all these forms of that Bhagwan, hrupasya, they are not material forms, but they are chidatmanah. Satchit Ananda जो हम बोलते हैं, they are all Satchit Ananda, they are all transcendental forms. Maya gunair virachitam, they are completely free from Maya के 3 गुण. Mahad adibhir atmani, they are not made from Mahat Adi, from the material elements. They are not made from Bhume Rapo Nalo Vayu Kham, Man Buddhi Ahankar. None of this touches the Supreme Lord. All the avatars are divine. They are all transcendental. No tinge of materialism in them. Okay? And in the next verse, he explains with an analogy. Please repeat. Yatha nabhasi meghaugho
यथा नभसि मेघो
रेणुर्वा पार्थिवो निले
रेणुर्वा पार्थिवो निले
एवं द्रष्टरि दृश्यात्वम्
एवं दृष्टविदृष्टत्वम्
आरोपितम् बुद्धिभिः.
आरोपितम् बुद्धिभिः. Clouds and dust are carried by the air, but less intelligent persons say that the sky is cloudy and the air is dirty. Similarly, they also implant material bodily conceptions on the spirit self.
Wonderful. Such a nice example. Yatha nabhasi meghagnav. We point at the megh, at the clouds, and we see, look, that is the sky. है ना? Renurva parthivo anile. We point at particles of dust and we say this is air. right? Evam drashtari drishyatvam. Similarly, because I want to see, I want to understand, what do? Aropitam. I put arop कि ये जो रिवर दिख रही है ना वो कृष्णा है, ये जो पेड़ दिख रहा है वो कृष्णा है, ये जो माउंटेन दिख रहा है वो कृष्णा है. Why do I do this? Because I am abuddhayah. I am not very intelligent. Okay? See, I'm not very intelligent in the senses I'm used to understanding everything with a material form. Right? I know that the Lord is not made of material elements. But I'm not at that level that I'm able to just say, okay, God is everywhere. We saw the universal form of the Lord in the 11th chapter. Right? Now that universal form is not an avatar of the Lord. It is a material form. भगवान ने अर्जुन को दिखाया because in the 10th chapter God had said, I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this as his opulence. And Arjun said, I want to understand your opulence. Right? Krishna said, bhai, wherever you look, wherever you see grandeur, you're going to realize that it is one ansh of my grandeur, right? One fragment of my Aishwarya. And so God showed him the Virat Roop, just to show him that on that Roop everything exists, right? When I'm a beginner and I don't understand the concept of spirituality, what happens? I understand everything in terms of matter. Right? I find it hard to conceive of something beyond matter. And so to help me understand that something beyond matter exists, I point at something that's made of matter and try and imagine God in it. That is why that is the imaginary form. The universal form is the imaginary form of the Lord. It's like this, right? With all of you. I point to that girl sitting over there writing with that blue Krishna behind and I say, that is Kavita. I am at a level where I know that you are spirit soul. And yet I need this body to identify you. Right? So that is my friend Radha, that is my friend Chetrali, that is Umaji, that's my mom. Right? I point to material forms to identify you. Because I am bound by the modes, I want to be able to see everything in a material form. Even if that does not have one particular form. I can't understand it if it doesn't have a form. Right? So when I'm starting out, when we're neophytes, we should be okay to meditate on any external form of the Lord and call it the Virat Roop. Okay, there is no problem. There's no problem in praying to the rivers. There's no problem in praying to the mountains. But we should constantly keep in mind that one thing is not God in entirety. It is one ansha of God's opulence. Okay, so we shouldn't make the mistake of saying that Ganga Ji is Krishna. Ganga Ji is most definitely divine, but she is one part of Krishna's magnificence. Do we understand? Okay, yeah, Kavita.
But then when we say, see, throughout we've been saying that there are different kinds of worshippers, right? Those who worship the Brahman, then the impersonal form, and then the personal form.
Correct.
So the personal form, when we are saying that these physical form or the Virat Roop is imaginary, we are not referring to the ultimate personal form like the Krishna, the two-hand form or the four-hand form. That is God in his spiritual form, and that is the form we should know him in.
Yes, absolutely.
That doesn't mean that is imaginary, right?
No, that is not imaginary. That is his real form. The two-handed bansuri bajane wale Krishna is his ultimate form in Golok. The Chaturbhuj form is his ultimate form in all the Vaikuntha loks. Right? So these are all real forms. But the one that we studied in the 11th chapter, the Virat Roop, right? जो अर्जुन पहले देखता है, उसमें उसको ब्रह्मा जी दिखते हैं, शिव जी दिखते हैं, चारों कुमार दिखते हैं, सारे वसु दिखते हैं. That form, right? भगवान ने उसको दिव्य दृष्टि देके बोला कि ये देख, everybody is situated in me. Okay? That is the imaginary form. Alright? Okay, verse number 32. Atah param yadavyaktam.
पर यदव्यक्तम्
अव्यूढः गुणबृंहितम्
अव्यूढगुणबृंहितम्
अदृष्ट अश्रुत वस्तुत्वात्
अदृष्ट अश्रुत वस्तुत्वात्
सजीवो यत् पुनर्भवः
सजीव यत् पुनः भवः
adrushta I broke that up as adrushta ashruta, okay, because that's how we're going to study it. Kavita, please read.
Beyond this gross conception of form is another subtle conception of form, which is without formal shape and is unseen, unheard, and unmanifest. The living being has his form beyond this subtlety, otherwise, he could not have repeated births.
Okay, so Suta Goswami is just thoda sa clarifying our gross body, subtle body, and current sharir. Okay, so we'll do that. Atah param yad avyaktam. Beyond this gross body of ours, there is something which is avyakta, something which is not manifest, something that is formless. Okay? Avyudha guna brumhitam. It is avyudha, means it does not have a particular shape. Like our body has a particular shape. These are my hands, this is my face, I have legs, right? My body has a particular shape, but this does not have a shape yet. It is guna brumhitam. It is affected by the material gunas. Adrushta ashruta vastutvat. It is adrushta. I cannot see it. It is ashruta. I cannot hear it. Sajivo yat punarbhavaha. In spite of all of this something is avyakta, it is avyudha, it is adrushta, it is ashruta. But this is what keeps me tied to this punarbhava, to this chakkar of birth and death. Okay? So what Suta Goswami is trying to explain to us over here is, he says, look, this gross body that you see, okay? If we were only this gross body, Bhumir Apo Nalo Vayu Kham, then what would have happened? If our gross body died, we would have been dead. Everything would have ended with that. Right? But obviously there is something more than that. There is the subtle body. The subtle body, again revision, is made up of three aspects. Man, Buddhi, Ahankar. Right? In this verse we are talking about Man, Buddhi, Ahankar. All our desires, all our aspirations, likes, dislikes, our grudges, all the sanskar that we have picked up is stored in our subtle body. And it is because of everything that is stored in this subtle body that we keep coming back to this mrityu samsara vartmani. Right? If I had a material body, mar gayi to mar gayi, khattam. But because I have this avyakta, avyudha, adrushta, ashruta, right? But it holds on, it is full of gun. So it is holding on tightly to all the impressions, life after life. And until I get complete Atma Jnana, there is no escape from this subtle mind. Right? This subtle body that I have. It is the subtle body that keeps me tied to this Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhika Chakkar. Please understand, there are three levels. Gross body, subtle body, Atma. Atma wants to constantly be connected with the Supreme Lord. Atma is originally Satchitananda. Right? Gross body is just material. Khatam to khatam. But it is this subtle body because of which मेरी आत्मा इस इधर फंसी हुई है और मैं बार बार body ले रही हूँ. Are we understanding this? Right? So what we need to watch out for is our subtle body. That is the one that we need to purify. मन, बुद्धि, अहंकार. तो मन को कैसे purify करेंगे? Come on, by now we should know all these answers. By chanting mantra. Remember, manah trayate iti mantraha. How do we purify intelligence? बुद्धि को कैसे purify करेंगे?
By reading scriptures.
Excellent.
Knowledge.
By reading and by listening. श्रवणम कीर्तनम. ओके, ईगो को कैसे प्योरीफाई करेंगे? बाय सेवा. Okay, now we cannot forget these things. By doing seva, any kind of service, menial ho, badi ho, doesn't matter. By doing seva to devotees, to gurus, to Bhagwan, we can purify our false ego. Sonal darling, you have something to add?
वर्षा, जब आप बोल रहे हो कि ग्रॉस बॉडी तो गई और सटल बॉडी की वजह से हम बार बार आ रहे हैं, तो ये हमारे पुण्य और पाप को भी हैंडल कर रहा है क्या? मतलब
या ऑल योर इम्प्रेशंस. और अभी मैं क्यों वापस आती हूँ? क्योंकि या तो मुझे कुछ देना है या तो मुझे कुछ लेना है. और ये जो मैंने पकड़ के रखा है ना, मुझे है ना, सोनल को मैंने 5,000 दिए थे, वो मुझे वापस लेने हैं. तो मैं वापस जन्म लूंगी. मैं हाँ, दीज आर, इफ इट इज एन इंट्रिंसिक डिजायर कि उसको तो मैं छोड़ूंगी नहीं, then I will come in your life again. I will find you wherever you are and I will take my 5,000 bucks from you. इसीलिए it is very important to say कि भाई जो गया गया. I do not want to hold on to it. Right? If you've been
बोल रहे हो वर्षा, एक स्टाइल में बोल रहे हो, मेरी तुझसे दुश्मनी.
See, that is why I really like this concept of Ho'oponopono. Have you heard of this? It's very beautiful. It says कि very consciously you should chant to the universe. If अगर तुमको कुछ अखड़ रहा है ना, लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, कोई तो बंदा तुमको तकलीफ दे रहा है, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Okay, so you're apologizing. You're not going to that person. Okay, suppose राधा है ना, constantly मेरे को चिड़ कर रही है and I'm not able to do anything, right? I can't go and tell her to her face. So I have to think of Radha and say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And then I visualize कि Radha is forgiving me and I say, thank you, I love you. Okay, so I am healing that relationship जो बिछड़ गया है राधा के साथ. Radha sweetie, it'll never happen, but you're an easy person to say this to, right? So any person in our life, right? We meet so many people who for no reason trouble us, right? You should know these are all your पहले के देने लेने. Or you will notice in your life, you're a very nice person, लेकिन वो एक बंदा है जिसके सामने तुम जाते हो ना, तुम कुछ ना कुछ गलत बोलते हो. I have a very, very, very dear friend. Okay, I can't tell you, मेरा बड़ा पुराना दोस्त, पता नहीं वो सामने आता है ना तो मेरे अंदर का सारा घटियापन निकलता है. You know, so there is some purana rishta, right? It is not is janam ka. There is something that he brings out from within me, right? And so then you have to constantly work on that. Okay, so now that we are studying scriptures, we should be able to realize that a lot of our relationships, see, people do past life regressions, right? People do so many things. Now this whole Akashic records, don't fall into any of that, right? I'm not asking you to get any there, but you should understand that all of this exists. These are energies, these are sanskar that we are carrying with us life after life. I don't want to go and figure out more what I did in my past life, but I know कि भाई बहुत सारा तामझाम किया हुआ है मैंने, right? I need to correct myself as far as possible using the guidance that God is giving me. No point in finding out कि अच्छा मेरी क्या कविता से दुश्मनी थी क्या, मेरी क्या प्रिया से प्यार था क्या. No point in finding all of that out, right? ठीक है, अब जो था हो गया. But now going forward, like Satyavati Mataji before she passed away, I believe her last lines were this, कि I seek forgiveness from anybody that I may have offended knowingly or unknowingly, and I forgive everyone who may have offended me knowingly or unknowingly. तो अपना खाता उन्होंने खत्म किया. You have to nullify your balances, right? अगर किसी से लेना है, that's not a good situation because you have to come back. अगर किसी को देना है, also not a good situation. You have to come back, right? So nullify your balances before exiting. Right? Chitrali darling, you wanted to add something?
हाँ, सेम थिंग. जैसे सोनल ने क्वेश्चन किया था वही एंड पुनर्जन्म का, जो अगर हमने कुछ पाप किए हैं या हम किसी के देने लगते हैं या लेने लगते हैं तो वी शुड बी हियर. बट अगर जैसे लास्ट में तुमने बताया तो सब क्लियर हो गया कि हमको सब
And
कुछ
see,
एक
the Bhagavad
ही
Gita, to so many times God says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tam Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Moksheshyami. मैं खुद तुम्हारे सारे पाप जला रहा हूं और तुमको मोक्ष दे रहा हूं. उसके लिए कंडीशन क्या है? माम एकम शरणम व्रज. मेरी शरण पकड़ो, घट्ट होके मेरे पांव पकड़ लो तुम, है ना? दैट्स द ओनली रिक्वायरमेंट. With surrender, everything, पाप पुण्य gets burnt up and you will exit. Right?
क्योंकि जैसे एक ये चैप्टर हम पढ़ रहे थे ना, तो जैसे हिंदी में पढ़ते हैं, इंग्लिश में पढ़ते हैं, तो सटल बॉडी वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा था.
स्थूल शरीर.
हाँ, तो जैसे अभी तुमने एक्सप्लेन किया, दैट्स व्हाई थोड़ा ये हुआ.
Always keep in mind, remember in that 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, God clearly says there is one gross body, Bhumirapo Nalo Vayu Kham. With that he continues, Man Buddhi Ahankar. These 8 are my separated energies. Right? So these 8, 5 of them are gross body, 3 of them are our subtle body. And then he says beyond this, there is something that is superior to these 8. And that is the Jivatma. That is the Atma. Samjha? 7th chapter. Read the first 4-5 verses. You'll get clarity. Ramnika Pahuja Mataji, please tell me.
Thank you.
Ramnika, you want to share something? Radha, you go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, one second, Radha. Yes, Ramnika, please.
Yeah, I was on mute, sorry. I had a question which is bothering me a lot. Like, I wanted to ask Satyavati Mataji, but it pucha nahi. But how we should finish this Lena Dena ka like that? Like, means someone gives us with so much love, we cannot refuse it, no? And we want to give, how we should finish it?
No. Mataji, please don't confuse this at all. Lena Dena is not in material terms at all. आपने मुझे बड़े प्यार से वो सारे ड्राई फ्रूट्स भेजे, right? That was an exchange of love, okay? And love does not bind. Love in the spiritual aspect does not bind.
Okay.
Right? So, in fact, if you read Nectar of Instruction, it tells us that there should be loving exchanges, right? What dadati prati grhnati. Give gifts, receive gifts in your spiritual circles. But in your material world also, okay? Suppose you have a dear friend, her daughter's wedding, you've given her a beautiful gold necklace, okay? Don't give it with the thought ki I want to get it back. Right? It is that thought of I want to get it back that binds you.
Yes.
Because that means you've shown ownership on that necklace.
Yes. But sometimes in the devotee circle, also in congregation, so we, with love, we want to give it. So that will bind us or
No, Mataji. No. Nothing done with love, with मैं ये कर रही हूँ. It is mine and I'm giving. That is a sense of ownership. जहाँ पे sense of ownership आया, there you have to get it back. That binds you.
Because I don't want anything returned back, but I want to give it with love.
That's it. It's not mine. It's come to me, and through me, I'm giving it to somebody else. That does not bind you. The minute you know, remember it says, 12th chapter, the last few verses may, it says, right, no sense of ownership. What is the word? Okay, it'll come to me. So, when Radha, you know it? 12th chapter, last 8 verses mein jo hai, when I know ki it does not belong to me, when I don't have the sense of ownership, right? This house belongs to God and I live in it. So, I am not inviting people to satsang. He has made it possible for people to come here for satsang. He's blessed me with association. You understand? So, when you don't have the sense of ownership, then you don't get bound at all. Okay? Radha darling, you had a question?
Thank you so much.
No, most welcome.
Varsha,
Yes.
if I owe somebody something, but I cannot give it to that person for XYZ reasons, I offer it to Lord. No, I tell him कि भगवान जी मेरे से नहीं हो रहा. Now you take care of whatever
Absolutely.
karmas I'm going to get. हाँ?
Absolutely.
कर क्या उसका उल्टा
नहीं
करो?
मिलेगा ना, तुमने भगवान को ऑफर कर दिया and you've offered it to the root, he will deliver it wherever it has to be delivered, है ना?
ठीक है.
He is ultimately the person who gives to everybody, right? So you offer it to him, you say भाई आप मिटा दो यार जो भी है. See, Radha, we have to understand कि we will never be in a position जहाँ पे हम किसी का ऋण फेड पाएंगे. Okay? How are you ever going to repay your parents, Radha? Simple, right? But does that mean you get bound? No. You serve them, you show gratitude, and you know that is the chakkar. So literally giving back nahi hota hai. There are so many people who influence our life, like all of you. I will never be able to reciprocate. It is because you're here that I'm studying the Bhagavad Gita. Now, how do you reciprocate? Do I get bound by all of you? No. It's a spiritual journey in which all of us are together. We're grateful for each other and we move forward.
I'm talking about an uncomfortable situation wherein I'm not able to give back to whoever I probably need to give something.
My understanding always is that then you give it to somebody else who needs it.
Okay.
Right? तुमको जरूरत थी, किसी ने तुमको दिया. Right? You're not able to give it back to the person because obviously भाई वो वहाँ है, तुम क्या उसको दोगे? तुम आगे उसको pass it on. Right? Pass on the good deed. है ना? It's such a nice thing to do. I've received something. I mean, what I have received from Satyavati Mataji, do you think मेरी औकात भी है कि मैं उनको वापस कुछ कर पाऊंगी? No. So what is the least that you can do? Try and pass on. Right? So we have to find these, ways of being relevant in society in doing good. है ना? That's all it is. We don't necessarily have to put a monetary value on anything. Right?
Yeah.
So pass it on. Prachi dear, you want to say something?
Is it the reason that's why they say we are born in the same family over and over again? In a sense, because parents ka we have to, repay kind of.
Not necessarily.
And,
I think
not
it's because we get very tightly bound. We worry too much. Oh my God, मेरे बच्चों का क्या होगा? Oh my God, मेरे parents का क्या होगा? There, when we start thinking ये मेरा बच्चा, ये मेरे माँ बाप है, we don't see them all as connected to God and put in our lives to pass a small part of our journey together, and then we all go our separate ways. When we get very tightly bound, है ना? Unfortunately, yesterday I was at a funeral of a relative, and oh my God, how much the person had suffered. कितना वो body को sufferance था, कितना उनको lengthen किया वो entire period. And I keep thinking, material body, you should have let it go a long time ago. But what happens? We're bound to that material body. Right? That kind of love is not very favorable in your spiritual journey.
We have to learn to let go also.
Of course you have to learn to let go. Of course you have to learn to let go. I mean, second chapter of Bhagavad Gita tells us, Dhruvam Janma Mrityasya Cha. जो जन्म में आया है वो 100% मरेगा, और जो मरा वो वापस आएगा ना, if he has connections. So if we know this, tasmad apariharyarthe natvam shochitum arhasi. Don't do shok. फालतू का इस बॉडी के लिए शोक मत मनाओ. Second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Right? So we need to start applying this in our lives. So what is detachment? It does not mean stop loving them. You love them, but you let loose. है ना? It's okay. So yes, that is detachment, darling.
Oh, thank you.
Okay? All right. Should we go ahead? Verse number 33. Yatre me sadasadrupe pratishidhe swasamvida avidyayatmani krute iti tad brahma darshanam. Very nice verse. Kavita?
Whenever a person experiences by self-realization that both the gross and subtle bodies have nothing to do with yourself, and that time he sees himself as well as the Lord.
Wonderful. This verse is telling us exactly what we discussed for so long. As soon as we start, okay, we'll do it with the verse. Yatra me sadasad rupe. So yes, there are so many gross and subtle forms, but when I go beyond the gross and subtle forms, pratishiddhe swa samvida, I will realize कि यार ये gross और ये subtle form, this is not the all in all. There is something more than this. And I have been stuck in this gross and subtle form because of avidya. Right? Look at the third line. Avidyayatmani krute. Because of my ignorance, I have been thinking, meri body, mera man, meri buddhi, mera ahankar. Right? But as soon as I get clarity, as soon as Atmani, when I look inside and I realize, there is something way more important beyond that, which means I realize there's the Atma inside me. As soon as I get that clarity, at that point, iti tad Brahma darshanam. At that point, I get Brahma darshan. At that point, I realize that there is a Supreme Lord. In this life, when I realize that I am not the gross body, I am not the subtle body, right? I am not this visible body, I am not my man, buddhi or ahankar. I am spirit soul, right? And as spirit soul, I am always, eternally a part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. When I realize that, then what I have done is literally Brahma darshanam. Darshanam with my thoughts. I have seen the Lord. I've seen the Lord inside of me. Right? See, it's very, very deep. It is, we need to constantly be aware that when I desire to enjoy this world, right? What does God do? He says, okay, go enjoy. Okay? So, he makes me forgetful of my original nature. Now, why you should keep studying the Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter. Very famous, that 15th verse tells us, Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. All of you, please make a note and after class go read that. From me comes smritir. Matlab whatever memory you have, it comes from me. From me comes jnanam, knowledge. And from me comes apohanam cha, forgetfulness. Right? Now you have to understand, Krishna is declaring that I am the one who gives you memory, I am the one who gives you knowledge, and I am the one who gives you forgetfulness. Now you think, what does God make me forget? When I say ki yaar, I want to enjoy on my own, God gives me forgetfulness. He gives me apohanam. He says, okay, go forget your original nature. Go forget your relationship with me. है ना? जा मजे कर, गोते खा इस दुनिया में. Right? Because at that time I'm thinking, I want to enjoy my body, my mind, my intelligence, my ego. So what does God give me? Apohanam cha, forgetfulness. Right? But then something happens, Baba, in life. It could be a tragedy, it could be a happy coincidence. I meet someone, he takes me to the temple, takes me to a nice class, or just out of curiosity. Remember, 4 people who approach God. Artho, Artharthi, Jidnyasur, Jnani. 4 people, right? For whatever reason, either I'm in trouble, I need something, or I'm just curious, or I want to, actually study the scriptures. For whatever reason, I go and I approach God. As soon as I approach him, that is where he gives me jnanam. As soon as I approach him, he says, ye le, ab to aayi na mere paas, take knowledge. Stupid girl, now please understand, you are not this body, you are pure spirit. And he immediately says, my little baby, I want you to come back home. So he gives me jnanam. Right? And then what happens? Once I get that jnan, I study and I study and study. The more I study, मुझे ऐसे ना deja vu, मुझे ऐसे वापस से ना memories वापस लौटते हैं. Smritir. I get back everything that I have forgotten. My memory comes back. And I clearly see that I belong there with him. That is why each one of us relates to God in a very different rasa. I remember him in a particular way. And so I relate with him in that particular way. right? You might have a very different relationship with him. So when I pray to God, I'm so sorry, I've been foolish, please मुझे अपने पास बुला लो, he says okay. When I say Bhagwan ji, give me shelter at your lotus feet, then by his causeless mercy, what does he do? He gives me back everything that I've forgotten. So smritir. So matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Right? So first I was in complete forgetfulness. I got some knowledge, I got back my memory. When I got back my memory, what has he done? When I say Bhagwan ji, I want to come back to you, he removes this Maya ka covering. It is he who helps me look away from this material world that covers my man buddhi ahankar, and then I realize my true self. Iti tad brahma darshanam. At that point, we get darshan of that Supreme Lord. Make sense? No? Very confused faces? Is this verse clear? Okay. Let's go to... Yes, Radha.
Yes, clear.
Okay. Okay. Verse number 34. Yes.
वर्षा माया का कवरिंग निकला तो उसके बाद ब्रह्म दर्शन है, ऐसा बोल रहे
हाँ, देख, माया इज गॉड की शक्ति. जब मोह माया से निकलते हैं, महामाया से जब निकलते हैं, योग माया टेक्स अस क्लोजर टू गॉड.
तो जब आप ये कह रहे हो कि क्रॉस बॉडी और सटल बॉडी, तो सटल बॉडी क्या हमारे अगले जन्म में वही रहेगी जो हम अगला जन्म लेंगे?
ऑब्वियसली,
मतलब मन बुद्धि अहंकार वही रहेगा.
एब्सोल्युटली. इसीलिए स्पिरिचुअलिटी का एम है टू प्योरिफाई दीज थ्री थिंग्स. We have to understand the whole core of the subject matter. What is spirituality? It is not sitting in a temple for 24 hours. It is not going to Kedarnath, Badrinath. It is not, sitting in tapasya and still holding on to your ego. The whole idea of spirituality is making internal changes. Just being a better version of yourself. Being that version that you're willing to present to God. भगवान को शर्म नहीं आएगी कि यार इसको मैंने बनाया है ना, तो वैसे वाला. राइट? सो यस, बी केयरफुल. एक्चुअली दिस इज अ वेरी गुड पॉइंट सोनल. एवरीबडी बी वेरी केयरफुल. अभी जो मन है, अभी जो बुद्धि है, अभी जो अहंकार है, यही तुमको आएगा वापस. राइट? तो इसको प्योरिफाई करो. यस चैत्राली.
सो अगेन दैट उस जन्म में भी अगेन हमको शुरुआत से शुरू करना पड़ेगा.
मटीरियल लाइफ, हाँ, तुमको केजी से ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा. स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ नहीं. नेहा विक्रम नाशोस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते.
थोड़ा तो आत्म साक्षात्कार हुआ है,
उतने से आगे जाओगे तुम.
हाँ, तो
मतलब तू नेक्स्ट जन्म में भी you'll be a beautiful dancer, you will love music, but you will also show a great inclination towards studying the scriptures.
जैसे मैंने अभी ये शुरू किया है,
करेक्ट.
ये खत्म नहीं कर पाई, मुझे इतना ये नहीं मिला इसमें, तो मैं ये इसके आगे शुरू करूं, खत्म करूंगी.
8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter tells you very clearly. Second chapter also tells you.
कहाँ दौड़ रही है?
हाँ,
कोशिश तो यही है.
यही रुक के खत्म कर ले, कहाँ दौड़ेगी? पहले खत्म कर ले फिर जा.
guys, you know what, again, खत्म करना does not mean गीता पढ़ लिया, भागवत पढ़ ली. खत्म कर लिया मीन्स अपने मन बुद्धि अहंकार को प्योरिफाई किया, भगवान के चरणों में ऑफर किया. प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट. जितना भी गलिच्छ मन हो, अगर भगवान को ऑफर कर दिया तो वो अपने आप प्योरिफाई होगा. दैट इज नाउ हिज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. राइट? वी ऑलवेज टॉक अबाउट मरकट किशोर न्याय और मांजर किशोर न्याय. राइट? डोंट ट्राई एंड बी अ मंकी बेबी, बी अ किटन. है ना? as soon as you're a kitten, his responsibility to take you through. So for that, what do you need to do? Surrender. है ना? That's all. रोज सुबह कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृति स्वभावा करोमि यत्तत् सकलम परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. every morning, right? Through the day, and then go about whatever you're doing. Make sense, Chitrali? Kavita, you want to say something, sweetie?
So, one thing, but अब तक जो किया है, मतलब अनजाने में भी वो
सब
भी
माफ।
करो तो पड़ता, तो उसका we will, I mean karma, we will have to fade or fight for that. Okay.
You have to have faith that Lord has said ki even now, if you go and api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhat, even if you're the best of all sinners, if you take to my worship, api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhat, sadhur eva samantavya. I am going to look at you like you're a sadhu. Why? Because now what you want to do is the right path. So many clear promises God has given us in the Bhagavad Gita. Right? Even if you make the greatest of mistakes, but then you come and say, Bhagwan ji, sorry यार, रख ले अपने कदम में. है ना? इंसान हूँ, घटिया सा मन है, हो जाती है गलती, माफ कर. है ना? और आगे ना होने दे. Hold on to his lotus feet. That's it. Don't overthink. If your children do something wrong, Kavita, will you tell them कि next जन्म तुम मेरे बच्चे बनो, मैं तुम्हारी बच्ची बनूंगी, मैं तुमको तंग करूंगी? Do you do this shit? No, right? You forgive them. Mom, I'm sorry. Okay. है ना? So
Sorry भी बोलना नहीं पड़ता है. I mean, you repent, you forgive it. Right?
exactly. Right? So if he is your father, isn't he going to be a better father than you are? That's it. Have faith in that relationship. Right? Yeah, Prachi, you want to say something, sweetie?
See, surrender ठीक है, भगवान को हर टाइम याद कर रहे हैं, पर भगवान बोलेंगे कुछ तो करो, सिर्फ सरेंडर मत करो ना. मीन्स
हाँ तो करो, तो क्लास अटेंड करो, पढ़ने की कोशिश करो, श्लोक लर्न करो, है ना, अप्लाई करो लाइफ में, है ना. See, from your end, you have to be the best version that you can be. Right? It's like after this class, you can't go out to a fancy dinner and bhar ke eat, you know, chicken and mutton and daru and then say, it's okay yaar, main to na padhai kar. No yaar, you do na apni taraf se kuch to sacrifice kar. Right? You do whatever you can take care of. You get rid of that. Rest he will take care of. Right? तुम बच्चे को ट्रैक पे ले जाते हो, है ना? You won't from the beginning carry him. You will tell him, भाई तू जितना चल सकता है उतना तो चल. लेकिन जहां पे वो थक जाएगा, you will pick him up. You won't ditch him there. Simple. Right? So that's all it is. Okay. So once we realize that he is there waiting, कि oh my God, I love this, you know, this Jyoti Yadnik so much and I'm waiting for her to come back. Believe me, he is more curious to get you back than you are to go back to him. Right? If you, I don't know, Prachi, you're very young. I don't know, the rest of us probably have this experience of when our children leave home and go. Right? Mom, I'm coming on the, 28th. Mom is every day looking at when 28th is coming. है ना? बच्चा is very busy. यार माँ पता नहीं यार सब कुछ होगा क्या? I don't know if I'll be able to wind up. I may get a little delayed. But mom is constantly ticking off the dates on the calendar. Right? That is what God is for you. Okay? All right. Next verse. Verse number 34. यदि एषो परतरा देवी
ईशो परताते
माया वैशारदी मतिः संपन्न एवेति विदुर् महीम्नि स्वे महीयते.
If the illusion energy subsides and the living entity becomes fully enriched with the knowledge by the grace of the Lord, then he becomes at once enlightened, self-realization, and thus becomes situated in his own glory.
So nice. Yadi Esho Paratara Devi. When I am able to overcome this Devi. Which Devi? Maya. When I say ki no Maya, my determination is stronger than you. Maya is trying to jakdo me in this material world because Maya does not want any Tom, Dick and Harry to go back to Krishna. She wants to make sure ki you rectify, you become very good, only then she'll let you go ahead. So when I become very good, which means when I overcome this Maya Devi, how do I overcome her? Look at the second line. Vaisharadi Matihi. Sharada Devi. Right? Who is Sharada? Saraswati. So with knowledge and Matihi, with intelligence. So when I learn a lot, okay, and I use my buddhi, at that point, Maya lets go of me. When Maya sees कि अच्छा Varsha is sincerely trying to study, right? Then Maya lets go of me. Varsha is sincerely trying to figure out what the verse means and write down little interpretations, read different people ka perceptions on things. Then Maya says, go. Right? She lets go of me because she understands that now I want to go closer to God. When Maya Devi withdraws her influence, then that devotee becomes very happy, is because Sampanna eveti vidur. I become Sampanna. Sampanna क्या होता है? Who is a Sampanna person in Hindi? Very rich person, right? वो बड़ा संपन्न है, मतलब उसके पास बहुत पैसा है. Here I become Sampanna, means I get a lot of intelligence. The right intelligence. I understand that I am a part and parcel of God, and that is where I want to go back. As soon as Maya removes her covering, I get Bhagwan Ji ki mercy and I become Sampanna. Others who don't get Bhagwan ka mercy, they are poor. Mahimni sve mahiyate. I start seeing the glories of my own Atma. I start realizing ki yaar, I myself inside, I am Satchit Ananda. My true identity is that. So what has happened now? I've got back my memory. Right? So that same Maya Devi who was keeping me away from Krishna, now she becomes Yog Maya. And she does everything possible to deliver me back to Krishna. Bhagavad Gita में भी एक verse है. क्या है? There's only one thing I need to do if I want to cross over Maya. Daivi hesha gunmayi mama maya duratyaya mamev ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Makes sense? Right? This Maya is also Daivi. Mama Maya, he says. She's my Maya. And I know she's Duratyaya. She's very, very difficult to cross. But Mam eva ye prapadyante. If you surrender to me and me alone, I will make sure you can easily cross over Maya. Right? So Bhagwan Ji says कि भाई अगर तुमको मौज मस्ती करनी है तो Maya will keep you completely happy. We'll be entangled in our growing careers, our successes, our children, our properties, our stock, our parties. एकदम मजे में. Right? But when Bhagwan Ji sees your effort, he says, Maya, zara suno. This pretty girl, now she wants to come back to me. Immediately Maya says, yes, boss. And she will do everything possible to make me helplessly get on the path. As soon as I give God an inclination, कि यार भगवान जी मुझे ना, I want to know more about you. Automatically classes मिल जाते हैं, beautiful association मिल जाता है, प्रसाद मिल जाता है, कोई gift कर देता है, कोई अच्छा सा book. I am not even kidding you. In my initial days, you have no idea how many books I have read. Okay? And without buying a single book, without spending a penny. My husband used to travel a lot. And I had this friend who was crazy about buying books, but she never read any of them. Okay, she just bought them. And literally, the minute she knew that I like to read, I'm talking of Sheetal Tyagi, right? The minute she knew that Varsha likes to read, literally shrink-wrapped books, she would deliver to my house. She would check कि अच्छा हो गया. She would have it picked up and give me another one. You have no idea how many books I have read at that point. Maybe I didn't understand anything. But I fell in love with the concept. Now, who arranged all of this? Right? I mean, in my life, right? I met Balgovan Prabhu, I met Satyati Mataji, I met Janva Mataji, I met this stupid Ritu Lala. right? I mean, this stupid Chaitrali, because of whom the whole Bhagavad Gita session started, who do you think arranges for all of these? All of these are miracles. Tesham evanukam partham. This is Bhagwan Ji ka special mercy, nothing else. Right? कहीं ना कहीं से something comes, and मैं तो मस्त लाइफ की गोते खा रही थी, but he knew कि it was time. Right? So he arranges. The minute we say कि यार अब है ना माया की जंजाल में नहीं फंसना, अब थोड़ा सा निकलना है, then Vaisharadi. Sharda Mata is always good knowledge. She's not material knowledge, right? She is spiritual knowledge. She is your spiritual identity. She helps you realize your spiritual identity. She purifies your intelligence. And at that point, you start to realize, I am this Atma. Then false ego. I am Varsha, I am an MBA from, wherever, and I work here, and I am so-and-so's wife. All that goes away, and true ego comes in. पता है मेरा बाप कौन है? वो. That is true ego. Right? So false ego gets replaced by true ego. This is what Sharada does. Make sense? All right. Do we have time? Okay. Should we do one more verse? We do one verse. One verse. Verse number 35. Evam janmani karmani यह अकर्तुरजनस्य च वर्णयन्ति स्म कवयो वेदगुह्यानिरुत्पतेः.
Thus learned men describe the births and activities of the unborn and inactive, which is undiscoverable even in the Vedic literatures. He is the Lord of the heart.
So nice. So that we get more and more curious about God, so that we get more and more curious about who am I and what am I doing in this world. What do learned people do? What do these kavis do? They describe different birth and activities of the Lord. है ना? They give us varnan. They make up these. They talk beautifully about Bhagwan ki leelaएं. Evam janmani karmani. They talk about the janma and the karma of that person who is a janma and a kartur. Right? We all know that God does not really take birth. Right? God has always existed. Ishwarah Paramakrishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govindam. Right? He does not have an Adi. There's nobody before him. He always existed. Yet, they give us stories about वो कैसे जन्मे, है ना? कृष्ण की बाल लीला, how he was born, where he was born. वो देवकी नंदन थे, वो वसुदेव नंदन थे, और वो कैसे नंदन बने, वो कैसे यशोदा नंदन बने. Right? All these beautiful stories are given to us so that we fall in love with God. See, the Ved Puran, they give us a lot of knowledge. Okay? But knowledge does not necessarily make us fall in love with God. Okay? Falling in love with God is our ultimate aim, is because He is Rutah Pate. He is the Lord of the heart. I need to have a connection with Him through my heart. Of course, I can be in Shantaras. I can be in Dasyaras. Yes. But the kind of reciprocation that you get when you're in love with Him, that is another level altogether. Right? Kavita, thank you for sending me that. I've just heard about 30 minutes. I haven't finished it yet. It's so beautiful, right? So love is Radharani. So experiencing love is what keeps you hooked on to the path. Okay? So Suta Goswami is telling us that all these great sages, they want to help us in our spiritual journey, and so they describe Bhagwan Ji ki Leelas. The more Leela we hear, the more realization we get. When we meditate on Bhagwan Ji ka Naam, Roop, Guna, Leela, we feel very close to Him. And when we feel so connected, then dhire what happens is our material bondage will become lesser and lesser. Okay? Vangmaya Shiromani, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you all for joining. Next week we'll look at this beautiful verse that actually glorifies the Lord. Okay? As a rule, since we are studying Bhagavad Gita to side mein rakho hi. As much as you can, keep referring. Take a verse, let the Sanskrit make sense to you. Right? Write uska meaning by, what it means to you. Pick up important verses. Pehle start with, 8 important verses. Go to 18 important verses. Go to 25 important verses. But keep writing these verses and revising them. Ultimately, fundamentally, all tattva is given in the Bhagavad Gita. Right? Bhagavad is full of stories to help us realize those tattvas. Okay? So please remember, and whatever we do, very few verses